King Charles III has officially and publicly rebuked Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's repeated assertions that their children, Lilibet Diana and Archie Harrison, were denied royal titles. This strong statement from the palace comes amid growing tensions and increasing attempts by the California-based couple to manipulate royal protocols for personal gain. According to well-placed Buckingham Palace insiders, the king found these claims deeply troubling and chose to confront the issue head-on, signaling a stark end to the era of leniency and silence that once surrounded the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The surprising and firm denial, confirmed by a senior palace aide speaking on behalf of the sovereign, represents yet another humiliating setback for Harry and Meghan, who had hoped to leverage their royal connections to bolster their international image and sustain a narrative of victimization. Instead, their efforts have only exposed a widening rift between them and the core of the royal institution. This denial comes in response to numerous insinuations floated by the Sussex's PR team in recent months, suggesting their children were being ignored or deliberately sidelined by the monarchy. Meghan's widely publicized interviews, including the explosive sit-down with Oprah Winfrey, reignited these claims by hinting at discussions within the palace about withholding royal titles, allegations she framed with racial undertones that sparked public outrage. However, palace officials have now revealed a far more factual and damaging account. Archived documents and direct communications between Clarence House and the Sussex household clearly show that Harry was not only informed, but had expressly agreed, in a private meeting with the late Queen Elizabeth II in 2019, that his children would not receive royal titles. This decision was neither an act of discrimination nor an oversight. It was a transparent, mutual understanding made with full awareness and acceptance. A palace insider disclosed that Harry received comprehensive briefings on this matter, but, after relocating to the United States, chose to publicly misrepresent these facts for strategic purposes. Sources confirmed that Meghan's narrative sought to gain public sympathy by portraying her children as victims of exclusion, thus reframing the royal family as cold and unwelcoming. Yet senior royal aides, including 2 former Kensington Palace staffers, have now exposed these allegations as entirely fabricated, crafted with the intent to stir media frenzy and political advantage. "This wasn't about Lilibet and Archie," remarked a former palace aide who worked closely with the Sussexes. "It was about Meghan trying to rewrite the narrative on her own terms." King Charles's official repudiation carries significance well beyond mere symbolism. It delivers a powerful message that the monarchy will no longer tolerate intentional misinformation aimed at undermining the institution from external sources, especially when these distortions threaten to damage the crown's reputation and erode public trust. For years, the palace maintained a stance of dignified silence in the face of Harry and Meghan's claims, even when they were demonstrably at odds with internal records and direct communications. That restraint has now been decisively broken. Insiders report that the king's decision to confront these falsehoods was seen as both essential and long overdue. Senior palace aides revealed that the king was particularly angered by Meghan's attempts to frame the situation as one of racial exclusion, which incited unnecessary public outrage and media hysteria over a narrative unsupported by any credible evidence within palace walls. Leaked minutes from confidential meetings between the monarch and the Privy Council highlight the king's firm resolve, with Charles emphatically stating, "Enough is enough." This phrase encapsulates a turning point, a clear mandate from the throne that the royal family will no longer be passive observers to the Sussexes' ongoing campaign of misinformation and self-serving storytelling. This royal stance also serves as a cautionary reminder to others who might seek to exploit the crown's image for personal gain. The monarchy is an institution grounded in centuries of tradition, transparency, and duty, a foundation that the king is committed to preserving amidst modern challenges and controversies. As the Sussexes continue their high-profile media ventures and legal battles abroad, the palace's public clarification signals a renewed commitment to protecting the integrity of the royal family. It also raises pressing questions about what the future holds for Harry and Meghan's standing within the royal landscape, and whether their narrative of victimhood will find any lasting purchase among the British public or the institution they once belonged to. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and get exclusive updates on royal news and inside stories, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. The royal saga is unfolding fast, and you won't want to miss a single royal twist.